The first thought that comes to mind when we usually bring up ethical theories is maybe making a decision or action that has something to do with benefiting others. When we bring up egoism is basically making yourself a priority, your interests, your goals, making decisions that put yourself first. And what mostly gets confused as maybe disregarding others, which isn't exactly the case. Because you can still practice egoism and still have the respect or show respect towards others. I feel like if you are practicing egoism and you don't show respect towards others, then it's unethical. Because there's still an ethical way to be selfish, I want to say. Because, yeah, to be selfish. I mean, yeah. So there's still an ethical way to be selfish and go about your decisions. You can't just make your decisions and disregard others. That's not what egoism is. Egoism is what I said earlier, making a decision or making actions that best fit you, making yourself the priority. And there was a quote that stood out to me from the book Credo. And in that dialogue, Socrates, he was asked, it says, when you are gone, Socrates, how can we best act to please you? Best act to please you. Socrates replies, just follow my old recipe, my friend. Do yourselves, concern yourselves with your own true self interest. Then you will oblige me, and mine, and yourself too. I feel like from this dialogue, what he's trying to say to what he's trying to say to the people that ask him is basically don't spend your time trying to hold yourself to someone else or other people's standards or social structures. And that's not saying just totally go out and break the law. No, that's saying, okay, here's what I need to do to make sure that I succeed in whatever I have planned for myself. Don't put yourself out there as, okay, I'm gonna follow him and whatever decision he makes, that's what I'm gonna go with. Whatever decision she makes, that's what I'm gonna go with. No. What egoism is and what he's trying to say is just focus on yourself, because at the end of the day we have ourselves, and when we're motivated to do something, if we don't get it, we have ourselves to blame. So put in the effort to benefit yourself. And that's the big thing from this quote, and also from the TV clip I chose with from the Modern Family, the TV clip. Mitchell, he's quitting his job. But it's kind of a funny show because in the beginning he's kind of like scared. He's like a nervous character. He doesn't really speak his mind or anything. So that's what made it funny when he finally decided to quit his job. But he decided to quit his job because they were asking him to come in a lot, even on the days he were off. He was missing a lot of time with his daughter. Him and his partner, they just adopted a daughter. He was missing a lot of time, missing out on a lot of things. So before he went into work, he was already mad about that. So when him and his boss had that conversation and his boss asked him to come in, it just triggered a sense in him to say, okay, I need to make this decision for myself, and with myself to pursue my interest, which his interest was being there for his daughter at the time. And later on in the show, he does end up finding a better job, a job that pays more. Um, but that was the whole big thing, was making a decision that benefits him. Although it directly impacts the company, which because they have to find a new lawyer, he's still making a decision that's gonna benefit his future and that he won't later regret. Um, but yeah, that was a big thing from that TV show. And also, I would say, for me, I would say I kind of had to recently like practice egoism myself. I currently work at the YMCA, and my goal like I before I started my last semester, which I'm in now, was to finish my last semester and kind of go into my career. So I had to make that decision knowing that I have parents and children that come to the YMCA to play on my team, because my team, we do a lot of winning, and kids and parents, they all want to be part of my team. So I knew it would directly impact them, but I knew at the same time I had to make the decision for myself and for my future to go ahead and step away from the why and leave. I mean, recently I've already had parents ask me, oh gosh, you're leaving. Can you coach one last season? I've already stopped coaching, but that's just an example from my life of egoism. But I kind of, before I end the video, I kind of want to make it understood that, again, egoism is not, you're not disregarding or disrespecting other people. It's just, at the end of the day, it's focusing on yourself. What do you need to do to succeed? What do you need to do to accomplish your personal goals or interests?